I've been waiting a long time for this one. This is Redwood Empire's 4-grain Haystack needle.
Yeah, I've been seeing more of these.
Well, they have a lot more. For a while there, they made like a bottle a year. As far as I'm aware.
They're getting better as far as getting stuff out, because I've seen even at some of the locals.
Yeah, really?
Not the big box stores.
Oh,
but the ones that we've been to before.
Yeah, the ones that'll jack up the price 85%.
Yeah, and they'll get a case of it or whatever. Now, this is interesting. So this Redwood Empire Haystack Needle, straight bourbon whiskey, 117 proof. This is a store pick.
Yes, for Magnums in Arizona.
We keep talking about Magnums in Arizona. If you live anywhere near frickin' Phoenix.
We gotta go back there. You gotta get yourself to Magnums.
I want to get a shirt. I love those guys.
We'll source the shirt. The mash bill is 72 corn, 18 rye, 5 wheat, 5 malted barley. It is aged 8 years and 2 months. Char level barrel type, blah, blah, blah. It is notably made entirely of Redwood Empire's distillate in Northern California.
Yep.
Which is very impressive considering for the longest time, Redwood Empire was primarily an MGP.
Yeah, they used to source, but we talked about it before.
They're still sourcing for most of their regular releases.
Well, so what they did is that when they initially started off, when you're a distillery, we want to be a distillery today. Great. We know what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, let's produce a bunch of distillate, and then shit's got to go sit in the warehouse for a minimum of 4 years. So what do you do in between? So what they did is they sourced from MGP, distilled their own.
Yes.
I think they sourced from Kentucky too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
MGP, Kentucky.
Yeah. So they just got whiskey in, blended it the way they wanted, and then as their distillate became more mature, right, then they started adding. See, they were super smart because they added their stuff in little increments to not change the flavor until they got it to where they wanted it. And so now...
And they had enough product to make it sustainable.
Correct. So now this is the 100%, as much as I hate the state of California, 100% distilled in California.
Northern California is nice. It's still expensive to exist there, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Boy, you get the sweet oak and that barrel char influence.
It's a matter of course. Char level 3, I think the bottle says.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
That's pretty standard.
I mean, some of the distilleries go up to 4.
Heavy on the oak tannins. The char level is quite nice.
Sweet oak, though?
Yes.
Nice sweet oak. All the sugar, right?
All the sugar one could dream of.
Yeah. Like fat kid heaven, like powdered sugar, confectionery sugar.
This, if the nose plays on the palate, I would not be surprised if this was Fat Kid Central.
Let's try it.
That's nice.
Shit, is that good?
That's nice.
Wow. A little spicy.
But Fat Kid friendly.
Sugary. Maybe a touch cinnamony. Just a touch.
We've talked about it before, how hard it is to make a 4-grain.
And now, to be fair, the wheat they only use 5%.
And they only use 5% malted barley, so...
Right. So...
It's a smart way to do a 4-grain.
Yeah. Because we're like with Free Ranch. Like, you drink that, you're like, oh, that tastes like a 4-grain. That's like barnyard and alfalfa. This is not that at all. This is just...
This is sweet. This is pretty.
This is perfect, man. Wow. And I think it drinks...
Perfect. That's high praise.
I mean, I think it drinks hotter than the 117, don't you? Or is it just me?
I can see that with the rice.
But just how sweet it is, and then it when you drink it, it spikes up.
On the front, it doesn't taste like it's 117, but as it progresses, then it feels like the proof that it's at.
You know what's funny? It's like, if you can imagine like a graph, like on the front of your tongue, it comes in and it's pretty straight. And then when you hit mid palate, mid to back palate just ramps up in flavor.
Long finish.
Long finish.
So the sweet oak is a particular delight.
Yeah. Very nice sweet oak. Powdered sugar.
Sweet oak and powdered sugar, that's perfect.
I'd say like sweet oak, powdered sugar, with like a little bit of like cinnamon runs. Well, not runs, but those, not hot tamales, what are the candies?
Which candies?
It's like a cinnamon candy, like a cinnamon red hot.
Okay.
So it's like layer all that shit on top of each other. And those are some of the notes, but still
very approachable.
But like you can still like the aftertaste. It's still going.
Dime for dime, the most approachable 4 grain I've ever tasted.
Wow. Now here's the thing. This is a store pick.
Indeed.
You may or may not find those. Like I've seen the regular offerings float around Central Texas. You're gonna pay for it.
You're gonna pay for it. It's expensive.
You're gonna pay for it. I think this was 119. Did I say 129? Something like that. No, it wasn't 150. No, that was the Frank August that we did.
Oh yeah, so what, 130?
Yeah, I think this was anywhere between, let's call it 119 and 130.
Okay.
So it's going to be an expensive bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
This is not something you're going to...
This is not something you're going to pound back, you know?
drink as a daily.
Unless you are that lavish.
And you got to hook up somewhere.
True that.
Right, because...
Oh, and as if that wasn't enough, it's also a single barrel.
yeah. Well, that's the cool thing about store picks, right? So they picked that barrel. And we had our friends, Donnie and Cindy, go to Magnum's just on the event night just to buy this. Because they were giving out samples too.
Thank the sweet Lord above for that.
Which makes sense. I mean, if my shit tasted that good, I'd open up a bottle, pour a little
hey, you
everybody.
gotta try this.
Then you drink it and you're like, I'll pay $120 for it. I'll pay $130 for it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in our world, right, we're looking for weird stuff. We're looking for different stuff.
Weird and interesting varieties of whiskey.
When we saw that on the email, the first thing I did was text Donnie and like, hey, feel like running a Magnums tomorrow?
He was already on his way.
He was telling Cindy, I think Seal would really like something like this. I'm like, yeah, we're on the same page, buddy. So,
wow, you know.
Anyway, this is going to go on the shelf.
That was worth the wait.
Yeah, this is going to go on the shelf,
and it's not going to be touched.
This is one of those. It's going to be like
every once in a while.
Every once in a blue moon. Yeah. I mean, unless they can pump out more of these. And even then, at the price, this wouldn't be
It'd be like one and then a backup bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, if I get 2 of these,
Ooh.
And then I'd probably go through this way too fast, knowing that I had a backup. But that's delicious. Wow. I think I gave tasting notes too. I did a good job today.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did good.
He says that because there was one video we did a couple months back. Just zero tasting notes, and we were just yapping the whole time.
Oh, it was the Bowman.
It was the Bowman?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's good. You're like, man, no shit, knucklehead. Great.
What's it taste like?
I don't know. It's good. Imagine Buffalo Trace, but like Buffalo Trace adjacent. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, try to get some tasting notes. This is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Worth the wait. Worth the money. Good Lord, is it expensive?
Now, to be fair, this is the first. I've seen these for years.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I've ever been able to get my hands on one. And by my hands, I mean Donnie Bushnell's hands.
Yeah.
Because he lives 5 minutes from Magnus.
Oh, what a thing. To live 5 minutes from Magnus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's...
Buy it, if you can.
So, I guess doing this video is not a flex.
No, it's not.
It's not like, hey, look at me, look at what I got.
No, obviously.
Because I freaking hate those people.
No,
but
I mean, we're not taking
Yeah, the old dick pic selfie in the car.
We are just so genuinely happy to
Yeah.
have this bottle, and if you have the ability to obtain it, I implore you to obtain it, because it is an indication of how far Redwood Empire has come.
Oh, they've come so far.
I really get a kick out of Redwood Empire. They are probably one of my favorite distilleries.
They just did, when they started out, they did it right.
They're so smart. They make such interesting bottles.
They think, they were thinking even when they started, they were thinking, 10, 12, 20 years down the road.
I really admire Redwood Empire, and this feels like a masterpiece from them, and I can't wait to see what else they do in the future.
Well, shit, we got all their other ones, and they're all fantastic.
I've never had a bad bottle from Redwood Empire, and that's what I mean. This feels like a capstone on their product that they have on the market right now. If this is what they got now, I can only imagine it's going to be even better in the future.
Right, and that's the thing. So when we did this, the whole point of me doing this, or us doing this today, was because I've seen these dropping in and around Austin.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, so if they're around us, they're going to be around other people too.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that I had a bottle, I'm like, let's talk about it. Now it's going to be slightly different because this is a swore pick. It's a single barrel, but I can't imagine their regular offerings not going to be very good.
Especially since all of their other bottles are excellent.
Freaking awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them all. That's why we have...
Even their basic boy offerings are great.
I mean, I got 2 whole sections
of the shelves
for Redwood Empire. That's crazy. I don't have 2 sections of anything for anybody.
No, really admire Redwood Empire. This is phenomenal.
Yeah, so anyway, if you see it, I know it's expensive, but I think if you see it...
Don't miss your mortgage for it.
No, don't miss your mortgage payment or your car payment or your insurance. However,
but
if you have the money, you're going to want to probably buy this bad boy. And even if, like I said, because we do a lot of stuff for like beginner people.
Yes.
One of those things. This is one of those, if you see it and you have the money, even if your palate's not that great yet,
buy it,
put it away.
Yes.
Just freaking put it away. Even if it sits for a couple years, just put it away. And then when you get to the point where you're like, oh, I can go through, 10, 15 bottles and taste the difference of all of them, then go and open it. Because this shit's good, dude. Wow.
Worth the wait.
Redwood Empire.
Hats off to you.
Well done, y'all. Oh shit, that's good.
Good Lord.
Yeah.